Welcome back to UKSM 2018. Coming up right now is Gun Princess Zero run by Cleverpidgeon. Yeah, without further ado, let's get right to the run.
Okay, are we good? Okay, sorry, mic was muted. We ready on time? Okay, good. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you. So this game starts with a 48-second long cutscene, and it's going to tell you the story about everything. Basically, it's the Cold War. Your enemies have put nuclear missiles on a mountain. But you're technically under a peace treaty, so you can't send an army in because that will start a war. So you are Gun Princess, and you go in, and you have to do a covert one-woman operation to disable the nukes. As far as the actual run goes, it's a simple Metroidvania. It's a bit run and gun like early Mega Man games. There are range of weapons you can choose from. It's based quite heavily around precise movement, which you'll see coming up. Oh, that'll do. So the movement is simple, but if you watch what I'm doing... Oh, God. Yeah, if you watch what I'm doing, I should be doing that. I will be moving around as precisely as I can and taking damage off of certain enemies only to ensure that I can make it through the game without taking too much damage and dying or having to slow down and kill too many enemies. The first thing I'm actually doing is going and getting this gun and its first upgrade, because the little pea shooter type thing we've got at the start is practically useless, except for those are slimes, because otherwise it's far too slow. Enemy movement on each screen, as long as you do roughly the same thing during your playthrough of the game, they'll do the same movements, so I know what they're going to be doing ahead of time. I'm going around, I'm also collecting some money from I'm collecting some money from chests, and I'm collecting some health from those bottles. This is the first boss, we're just going to tank it. Oh, that was a pun, I didn't realise. Yeah, we just shoot it. We're going to wait for this animation to end because it gives us money, and that's useful. We're going to get an even more powerful weapon later to enable us to deal with the last two bosses of this game. Got to keep an eye on my health. Okay. Should be fine. Now moving into cave, the next area. Oh, yeah, I'm getting extra health. I mentioned that, but that's so I could do more damage boosting. Just a bit handier than... Oh, sure, that's fine.
We got £8.32 from Matthew Harris. Message reads, "Every little helps, and the strange number on the pennies was really annoying me, so now it's in a nice and clear, so..."
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Okay. We've been walking around killing these green robot enemies to get some money from them as well. And now for this boss is great. It's the easiest one. You can just stand up here after you spawn in it and sort of jam out to the music. So I hope you enjoyed that. You don't get much of it, unfortunately. We're going to wait for this thing to give us money as well. And that's Nuke 2 and 4. Coming out of this room, you can just hold jump, and it's really nice and fluid. Lets you get out of there without bonking on walls too much. another save point. I'll wait for that thing to move. Okay, so I've got just enough money for this, the most powerful weapon in the game. I'm going to shoot this down to make sure I've got enough health. What I just picked up, I call it the arc shooter. I don't think any of the weapons have official names in this game. It shoots boomerang-like bullets, and they home in on the damage points of enemies. This is bad. Oh no, I'm okay. Good. This is poison water. It ticks down your health very slowly. It's not really a big deal. I just ducked into it there to avoid the fire from the robot. Oh god. Okay. Misjumped that. That's fine. We're not too far back. Oh, I jumped right over it. This is probably the hardest run. The hardest single section of this run, because there's a lot of damage boosting you've got to do. A lot of enemies you've got to dodge. It's quite precise. You've got the poison health ticking down, so if you're not careful, you can be too slow. Oh, come on! Okay. Alright, those things do 50 points of damage to you, the skulls. Thankfully it's not too long between each save point in this game, so we're fine. This game's a bit like Anodyne that I did yesterday, in that it's all about small optimizations. But in this game, if you mess up an optimization, you lose a lot more time than you do in Anodyne, because it usually results in you dying or having to slow down because you've lost too much health. We're taking a little scenic route through here to pick up this weapon, and now we've got the bomb gun, and it lets us blow stuff up. And by stuff, it means these blocks, and only those blocks. But it's very important that we get them, because the final area of game, the final dungeon bit, is, oh god, locked off behind 3 of those blocks, so we do need the bomb gun to get past. Okay, I don't have enough health to take damage off those, so I'll just, there we go. Now I'm going to see what the arc shooter looks like. Just spam. And that's it. We don't have to wait for it to give us money anymore because we've got everything we need. I'm going to dodge all the enemies and fall into water. Tap, tap, done. Just gets us out of there. Nice and easy. Oh. Is that going to be an issue? That might be an issue. I've got to not take damage here. Good. Okay, we're through there. The save point will heal us from being poisoned. So we don't.
The final area of this game is right at the beginning, and in a casual playthrough you might find it and see the blocks that are covering it and think, oh, I better come back here later. We haven't seen those blocks yet because we just bypassed that screen entirely. Oh, I'm going to keep the bomb gun equipped for quite a while here, because if all goes to plan, I won't need to shoot anything until I come back out of the final dungeon. Oh, I didn't get the thing. If you turn around and shoot a bomb at a precise time, you can get 2 blocks with 1 hit. Why am I getting this? I'll get it now anyway. I don't really need that health, but... just for safety. Those things, they do a bit of damage, they give a lot of money. We don't really need to interact with any of them. The weird ghosts, I don't know what they are. But they float around and they're scary and they don't do much other than that. Right, so final boss, you might think, but no. It's going to tell you get back out alive, and that might have clued you in on the sort of fake out the game is doing. The boss is back at the start. We have to run back to the beginning of the game, the screen we started on, and then there's going to be a boss there. And I'm going to talk about that boss while I backtrack because it's complicated. I have to shoot the arc shooter at it in quite a specific rhythm to ensure that I'm doing maximum damage on it without running out of ammo. Because if I shoot too fast, I'll run out of ammo before it's dead. Oh, no, come here. And I also need to stay quite close to it and damage boost precisely off of one of its bullets, because it does a lot of damage to you and you want to stay close to it. Here we go. So there's the bullet. Hit. There's its death. Time is when the screen cuts to the cutscene after this. And time. Thank you very much. I'm gonna guess that was somewhere in the region of 12 minutes.
It was, in fact, 11:40.
Oh damn, I'll take that. Hey, with a few deaths. What's the record? Ooh, 9:50.
Oh.
With a few deaths, but the record is deathless. It's like I grinded it out and optimized it all. With a few deaths, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Shout outs to @GameDevYal on Twitter who made this. Yeah, I think that's about it for me. Thanks. Hope you enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Yeah. Right, coming up next is Descent 1 by Thousand.